How's it going, boys? So today, that one person in the comments who wrote "Stop playing historic and play standard" and didn't get even a single upvote, I gotcha, man. So today we are playing the girls, boys. You get the point, maybe. So this is a Liliana deck, a Kasmina deck, and a Mu Yanling Sky Dancer deck. Whatever, no one cares. So, 2 Fae of Wishes, 3 Sorin Bloodthirster Chans, 4 Drown in the Loch, 4 Assassin's Trophies, 2 Mu Yanling Sky Dragon Dancers, 4 Sinister Sabotage, 4 Gifts of Paradisio, 4 Chemist's Insights, 2 Kasminas, 2 Rituals of Soot, 2 Wilderness Reclamations, and 2 Liliana Dreadhorde Generales. And land-wise, 1 Castle Vantress, 2 Fabled Passages, 2 Karn's Bastions, and 24 lands to be specific. And in the sideboard, let me actually include the most importante card in the sideboard, even though it's technically never useful because I have never had the reason to use it yet. Clear the Mind. Oh yes, boys. And a bunch of random MacGuffins. Honestly, most of the time I just get Ritual of Soot from the sideboard, but hey, you got other options. So yeah, this is a control-ish type of planeswalker deck. So, the thing here is, we kind of bait the enemies in thinking that we're a control deck, but in reality we're a planeswalkers deck. And then the enemies think that we're a, well, essentially creature token planeswalker deck, but that's also a bait. In reality, we're gonna get Karn's Bastion proliferate Liliana to her ulti, and then ulti and win the game. But in reality, that's also a bait, because in actuality, we most likely beat the shit out of the enemy with creatures. So there you have it. It's a genius deck. Because I made it. And no one has the authority to disrecognize that. But anyway, let's just get it cracking and see what can we actually achieve with this bad boy. And currently we have achieved 100% victory ratio. Because my current hypothesis is that the game has absolutely no clue that someone could be so stupid to mix up planeswalkers that have an extremely high mana cost with counter spells, because that's just humanly impossible unless you're running a Teferi deck. So, there you essentially have it. Pretty decent hand. Not the best because we don't have 2 blue, but we do have Assassin's Trophy and things, and big bidgets and biggles and whatnots. Okay, this seems bad already, because that seems like Gruul colors. So if you don't deal with Gruul fast, well, then there's gonna be problems. So Fabled Passage on turn 1 and getting an island out is actually extremely greedy, because, well, not exactly because Pelt Collector exists, but honestly, close enough. So yeah, we're gonna see what he does. A Paradisio Druid. Okay, currently at least it's at the bare minimum manageable level of things to happen, which is good, kinda-ish. Okay, let's drop this, and actually we could drop Fae of Wishes. That will stifle him at the bare minimum, and that's gonna get us maybe a little bit of HP saving, because we're all about that saved HP, lads. So, this is a pretty fun deck, because mostly I said so. And this little fairy is 100% dead. Why? Watch. But that will empower us to play Drown and Locked, which is a big deal. Yep, that's exactly why the fairy is dead. Yeah, and this card makes Gruul overpowered to a certain extent. Trust me, it does. Don't question it, boys. Do not question it. But now we can cast a lot of things, if I did everything correctly, which seems like I did for a change. Amazing. Oh, he's just gonna attack with that single thing? Okay. Let's do this and see what happens. Ah, yes, a classic of classics. So how the hell do I actually get rid of it? Well, I don't exactly get rid of it. We get it to played, then we get it to be controlled, and then what do we want to use? Assassin's Trophy is probably best now. But, and that was a perfect play. Well, some might argue that killing Embercleave is a little bit more perfect, but I will argue that you do not understand the finite details. Wait, did this... No, okay, that's good. For a moment there, I actually got a little bit scared, because I thought that maybe this gives vigilance, but it doesn't. Good. Excellent. That's my turn. Okay, and I'm just gonna continue, well, doing that stuff. Amazing. 10 out of 10. So currently, everything is going extremely fine. We can find things, and here we have it. We find our waifu, Kasmina. Oh yes, a solid 8.3. A solid. And some of you are okay, no, we're gonna... No. We're letting this live. This will be the peak of domination. This will be undoubtedly the peak of domination. Because no one expects someone to let, that stuff live. Obviously, they have not met me, which is arguably a huge boon in their lives, because everyone who is subscribed to me has already, well, you have already written yourselves off in not exactly the greatest type of fates that fate can achieve. Okay, let this play, because, well, what's it gonna harpoon? Nothing, exactly. But maybe he puts Embercleave on it, and our current... Oh, he's not putting Embercleave. Come on, enemy. I know you can do better than that. No, seriously, do better than that. I want to deny every Embercleave that you possibly think you can do. Why? Not because I'm evil, but mostly because 100% I am evil. And that's a good thing, somehow. Okay, let's just continue on doing the MacGuffin thing. Gift of Paradiso, not that useful. So yeah. Okay, let's attack with this. See if he actually does anything. I'm assuming he's not. Yeah, he didn't. Okay, this is fine. Boys, remember. Remember this moment in time when he thinks he has a chance. Oh, that false hope we bestow. Oh, you wanted to... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did you want to use that card? Oh, that's so bad of me. Okay. And he surrenders. What a Chad. Not really. Boys. Did I mention that this deck has a 100% win rate and I don't even understand why? Because it does. Mostly because, again, the game has just not put me up against red decks. But I have won a Golgari Adventure deck with this. With 1 HP, but I still won. Boys. Good times ahoy, not gonna lie. Oh, and also, I think it's time for the tip of the day. So, from previous interactions with you mad lads, I think I have understood one thing. It's not that you need to figure out a way to speak with women, or how to get the conversation rolling, it's the fact that maybe some of you don't... Oh, God, no, it's a Knights deck. Now, that makes me sad. Yeah, that just makes me sad. Well, we have Wilderness Reclamation and Wu Lang Tang, so that's gonna be good. But yeah, so, some of you probably don't understand the finite details of, just holding a conversation. Not saying now that's necessarily a bad thing. I need to kill this before he gets tokens out with it. Not saying that's necessarily a bad thing, but that can be easily fixed. So, here are some extremely simple and easy ways that you can actually keep a conversation rolling, going in, whatever the hell prerogatives you want to substitute the word with. Prerogatives is not the right word that you actually use there to substitute, but who cares at this point, right? Okay, enemy con, this is about the time where you actually stop being so aggressive, because that's just not healthy. Okay, Assassin's Trophy, not the worst case scenario, but what's better? Well, in the long term, okay, we're gonna see what he actually does. Full control. So, how do you actually make people like you and keep the conversation going? Essentially, keeping a conversation going is the exact same scenario. Yeah, now I'm gonna do this. Is the exact same 100% scenario, which is completely the same as making people like you. So let me explain. Making people like you and steering the conversation that the conversation happens in the first place is an extremely simple thing. It is basic human manipulation and not even hard human manipulation. Well, it's not hard in the sense that it's pretty simplistic. So, how do you magically manage to do that? Well, there's actually a shit ton amount of things we need to cover, but thankfully, I am actually really adept at this topic, because reasons. So, I can actually just give you the quick tidbits. So, first of all, you need to understand that humans are basic animals that want a... What? That's just disgusting, not gonna lie. But you need to understand that humans are basically animals who essentially just want a couple of key factors of their life to be, well, met. People want to achieve some things. And those, Jesus Christ, 1 HP, that's honestly lucky. Okay, so this is the plan. Great plan. We still are on 1 HP and we only have a Fae of Wishes to block. I think we're gonna lose this one. You can't create a token. Okay, stop, enemy cons. Just stop. You won. I'll give it to you. You actually oh, wait. Aha, enemy-kun! You think you won, but you didn't. Amazing. 10 out of 10 would probably win again. Okay, at least we have a chance. So, there are a lot of basic things that the human wants in his life, that he needs to feel completely, well, not completely anything, but this, okay, this is just luck because we didn't even get past 3 lands, and he kinda did. Okay, so we 100% lose. Well, shit. We needed to lose sooner or later, honestly. So, ooh, actually, somehow magically managed to click out of the thing. Okay, so back to the tip part. I'm gonna just autopilot this like always for a little time now. So, humans have a bunch of needs that they want to be fulfilled, so they feel good about themselves. And in this particular case, if you want to be liked by people and steer a conversation and actually be good at keeping a conversation, then you need to only understand a couple of key things here. Those key things are obviously very simple. They are pretty much the feeling to be recognized, the feeling of importance, and the feeling of achievement. These are the 3 basic human needs that you're going to be striving in your conversations to actually achieve shit. And they are pretty simple to do. In the most basic layman terms, you can achieve them by asking questions about said person. Yes, it's that honestly simple. Because mostly people can fulfill most of these basic needs by talking about themselves, about the things they like, the things they achieved, and the things blah blah blah. If you, on the other hand, talk about the things that you like, the things that you have achieved, and so on, you're gonna be coming off as an egoistic ass, because that's just life. But, oh, yes, that's good. But if you ask people about that stuff, it's gonna be pretty goddamn good, and for good reasons. So you're gonna be asking mostly the most simplest things and playing off that. Mostly you're gonna be playing off of the facts: does someone like something? Does someone do X? Does someone blah blah blah? Essentially, you're gonna be kind of finding out what those people like, what those people need, and so on and so on and so on. Oh, there's actually nothing good here. Okay. So that's the basic essential part that you're going to be doing. You're going to be just asking that person questions about themselves. If you actually know stuff about that person, even better, even simpler, even cheesier. Trust me, it's actually super simple when you get the hang of it. It starts with pretty much, hi, how's your day, blah, 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 what did you do, oh, do you like doing that, and then you just keep on moving from that point onward. Now, pretty much at an average, almost every person, if you just ask and entail about them like that, will be pretty happy, and they're gonna start liking you. Because God fucking knows why, honestly. I personally can never understand why people even do that, why people like that sort of shit. But they do. And that's just a part of life. So you kind of just essentially deal with that. And that's the most simplest ways of understanding that. If you want an extremely fast crash course, then Google Victor Lustig 10 Commandments. If you understand what's the point of them, why that matters, and so on, then you maybe actually have a knack for human manipulation, which is honestly probably one of the easiest things in the whole goddamn world. That's one of the reasons why I actually have such an easy job, is just because, well, I don't exactly do human manipulation there, because I fucking hate doing that on a regular basis. It feels so goddamn fucking tedious to me, I actually want to scream. So I don't want to do that on a regular basis. But I am, on the other hand, really good at... I forgot the English name. I forgot the English name. What is that? But essentially, it's the low blow easy style of doing things. It's... I forgot the name. Shit, what an awkwardly bad time to actually forget the name of the thing I needed to not get to forget the name of. I can't fucking remember. Well, that's just life. Oh, what am I actually gonna do here? Oof, this is not good. Well, it's probably Kasmina plus something. Okay. I'm gonna remember human conditioning. There we have it. Human conditioning. Human conditioning is actually pretty simple. Now, I'm not gonna tell you about human conditioning too much, because if you understand manipulation in general, you're gonna understand human conditioning really simple and really fast and really good, because it's just purely that fucking simple. But I just do human conditioning on a regular basis. And no, I can't exactly human condition you, because YouTube audiences human condition themselves, honestly, so you don't exactly need to do even anything to actually, make that faster, because there's literally not a single point in making that happen faster or whatever. Okay, how am I gonna play this one out? He's probably gonna try and kill my Kasmina. But yeah, if you actually Google that and you understand what's the point of all of that, you're in a pretty good spot, because that means you have a knack for it, and then you're going to be capable of achieving, well, certain things. Essentially, conversations are going to be easier, because Victor Lustig's 10 Commandments are essentially the easy way, the easy peasy explanation of how to make things happen. Okay, should have probably dropped Liliana, but honestly, at this point, I guess we're just not dropping Liliana. Okay, and we're gonna be getting rid of this, and now we're gonna be doing this. And that should be honestly good enough, right? Kinda. Okay, drop a swamp, everything's fine. Okay, we're in a good position currently. All the 3 babes are almost on the field, and they're doing their stuff, boys. Amazing. And he's gonna most likely just drop a Reaper of the Night. Pathetic! Can I count? Oh, I can't counter it. Because it costs like 50 to play. Eesh! That's annoying. But on the other hand, we can do this magical feat of engineering. We can kill the token, drop the Leon, and do a -4, and it's gonna be amazing. Trust me, I'm a scientist. Oh, wait! It's not actually flying. Why did I think that this is flying? But yeah. So I'm probably gonna slowly start to teach you boys about essentially human manipulation in broad perspectives, but I'm saying that mostly just to sound smart. It's not gonna be actually that complicated, so relax. It's not gonna be nearly as complicated, because I'm gonna do broad strokes about the subject so you understand it fully. Well, time to time. If I do it all the time, it's gonna get... for some of you, it's gonna get not fun. So, that's also a problem. But yeah, okay, so, where is this? Okay, we do this. We destroy... Oh, we can actually destroy the big one. But honestly, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we destroy this one, and then we play this one. Now we sacrifice for 4 and we get rid of these 2 because it doesn't matter. And now he sacks these 2. And then he has absolutely nothing to play and we draw 2 lands. Not even relatively too surprised about that outcome, not gonna lie. Lands ahoy, boys, like goddamn always. So yeah, if you want to just be liked by people, it's as simple as just not talking about yourself, but talking about asking them about themselves. But just don't go too deep into that. I'll tell you actually one good story about my previous job. When my what's it called, warehouse boss. Like we had the salesmen come in and time to time, and you know, they just restock the stocks of the things we didn't have and shit like that. And that salesman, he was not good at his job, but he was not bad. If an average person looked at him, they would probably say that he's pretty good on his job, because he had a little bit of a knack for what he did. And here's what he did. Every good salesman will understand about to who they are talking about and what they are talking about with said person. And the importance in that, obviously, is the simple fact that if you understand with who you're talking about and what you're talking about with that person, you make that person, again, like you. And as we mentioned previously, if you can get someone to... Wait, what? Oh, shit. Actually did not want to do that, but I guess it's fine. Okay, new Kasmina, boys. New Kasmina. Let's pretend the other one did not die a useless death, but it's fine. So, this is what happened. My boss was an amazing sports fan. He loved fucking hockey. He played hockey from when he was a kid, and he still played hockey when he was almost fucking 50. And the sales guy actually figured it out, because at one time my boss said to him something about hockey, because there was something going around about hockey on the radio. So he instantaneously jumped on it. And that is a smart thing to do. If you know what the person likes, then it's essentially easy game from there. But the thing is, that guy did a mistake. Now, this mistake is not exactly a beginner mistake. This is like a moderate mistake. He essentially did this. I was like sitting there. I was just, you know, watching it. The moment he heard about hockey, that he likes hockey, he fucking jumped in. Because he understood hockey, he understood sports and all of that jazz. So he obviously had something to talk about him. I'm like seeing that they're talking for like 5 minutes about that stuff. And I could not give a less of a shit. And here's essentially what's happened. I should probably, like, kill these things, like, faster. But here's essentially what happens. They're, like, talking for 5 minutes. And, you know, my boss is being, like, extremely nice to him and everything like that. Because it's like that bro moment, you know. They're talking about the thing. You know, what he likes, and obviously that guy maybe doesn't even give a shit about, but, you know, he knows that if he talks about it, he's gonna get a good deal and whatnot. 5 minutes pass, and I think, oh my fucking god. He's gonna absolutely buy everything now from him. He is fucking in. He is in the goddamn golden zone. There is no way around this. And at that moment, that salesman made one of the best mistakes you can possibly make. Now, to talk about something that you don't know about even too much is not exactly hard. It's pretty goddamn fucking easy, honestly. But, oh, I can actually also kill this if I think about it now. He did this. He let the conversation get too deep. And by getting that too deep, obviously, if you're talking about a subject like that, you're gonna get to the point where even if you're asking all the questions to that guy is gonna ask you a question sooner or later in return. Because at that moment, they're pretty much like buddy tier, right? So that's actually good. So that's the problem. The moment you're buddy tier on is, he may ask you a question in return, and if you don't answer to that question, or you display inadequate amounts of understanding, the golden moment is ended. You're still in pretty relatively good terms, but, you know, it's no longer even remotely close to the same quality as it was previously. He's, by the way, just waiting for a rider to kill my Liliana, but that's fine. So, yeah. And he got that. He got trapped. Like, if you understand how to conversate, you don't actually need to know a lot. You just need to know general things about the subject. Even if you're talking to the greatest pet owner who has a prize fucking Wawa, who has won 300 billion contests, you only need to know pretty much like 3 different breeds of dogs to make the conversation happen and feel, well, oh, I actually want to counterspell that. And it's gonna be fine. But no. My boss asked the salesman a question he couldn't answer. And in all of that time, the salesman did the mistake of pretending that he was really into hockey. He understood like things about hockey and whatnot, but he didn't understand hockey to a finite level as my boss did. So that's where he made the mistake. And at the moment that the person understands that that person is not exactly as knowledgeable or whatever as he thought he was, well, that's when problems start to arise, because suddenly, magically, the magic moment is gone. So at the end, he wasn't able to sell him too much. He just got the replenishment order pretty much, and that was it. Nothing special, nothing too much, blah blah blah. No one cared essentially at that moment. You know, the conversation even pretty much just went to a halt after the moment my boss understood, wait, he should know the answer to a trivial question as that, considering all of the previous things he said he played in the early days, blah blah blah. All that shit. Ah, boys. It's absolutely amazing sometimes the shit you can see, the things you can see like that. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Not even gonna lie. But yeah, things like that. You should be honestly kind of extremely wary of these types of things, that you don't actually get magically baited into something. Also, if he has actually a board wipe, I'm kind of done. I hope he doesn't have a board wipe, because all my Lilianas are almost dead. And I only have one more Fae of Wishes that I haven't yet found, which is bad. But yeah, that's essentially it. Pretty good stuff, honestly. So yeah, I also could recommend you to read books. And I have seen that there's a video on YouTube titled How to Always Make a Conversation. I don't want you to play that. How you can always make a conversation going or something like that on YouTube. I haven't watched it because every video on YouTube about these sort of things is like the most basic fucking trash that you can ever find, and it only helps you out if you don't know, like pretty much if you haven't created a single concept or understanding about the subject. Oh, look at that, he's just playing stuff. That's fine. Oh, and he just surrenders. Yeah, they usually surrender. Man, this thing is pretty good. We only lost against that guy, but we didn't get past 3 lands, so I'm obviously giving myself a pass on that one. So yeah, pretty good stuff. Anyway, this was Quasar77. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my channel, check out Discord, check out Patreon. Check out the everything. And honestly, as far as you have actually voted when I said what card to make a deck around, you have currently voted Niv fucking Mizzet. Niv goddamn Mizzet has the most upvotes. So I'm gonna give you like one more day to figure that one out, and then we're probably playing this red deck. It has a card that I haven't used ever before, so it's grandiose and whatnot. Yay, I know, amazing. So yeah, anyway, this was Quasar77. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out the channel, check out the Discord, check out the Patreon, check out the everything, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.